This is for all of you with 257s trying to change the secondary fuel filter, which is inside this. It's the FCC fuel control canister or something like that. But in a nutshell, I'll just tell you, I pretty well got it licked right here, but what you have to do is you have to first, there's a 7/8 inch drain plug under there. You have to get some rags and a 7/8 inch end wrench, stuff the rags under there, and then loosen the end wrench, or loosen the drain plug with the end wrench and let all the fuel drain out. You know, get as much of it as you can with the rags and throw the rags overboard. Then you have to undo this clamp, and this T-bolt is you have to be careful. What you do is you unloosen this almost all the way, but not quite. Therefore, the T-bolt and nut will stay with the clamp, and then you can, push the T-bolt that way, rotate it, and then you can unloosen the clamp, and then you basically rotate it around, pull the clamp out, and put it aside, no problem. Another thing you have to do is, like I had already changed the primary fuel filter, but what makes life easier is if you just undo these two bolts and just lay that thing over there. It's like no big deal. You can lay it out of the way. Because what the problem is after you undo this clamp, you have to pull this canister down. But this fuel hose, and I've got the clamp loose because I was going to take it off, and then I decided I did not want to do that because it would pretty well screw up the hose, and there's not any extra length on that hose. So what I did is you undo these bolts, and then there's a little spacer, like a fiber spacer, and pull that out. And then after you got that laid out of the way, you got to disconnect this connector, and then you have to disconnect this one, and they're pretty simple. This one you reach back there and pull up away from the connector, and this one it's a you squeeze it together, and that's how you get it off. But so then you take this and you wiggle around. You don't have much room, but you can get this along with the pump out. And at that point, you then pull the old filter out. This is the old filter, and then you stuff it up until it clicks onto the pump that's dangling from this. Then you stuff it back in there. But before you do that, you gotta make sure you replace the two O-rings that come with it. So then you put it all back together, and you have to squeeze it together. What I did is I put a little Vaseline on the O-rings and a little Vaseline on the canister to help it to slide together. So you do that, squeeze it together, reassemble the clamp, and now it's just a matter of I've already got the clamp tight. I just have to put the spacer back in here and bolt these 3 Allen screws, and then I'll reattach that over to the bracket, and then reconnect the connectors, and that'll be it. But I think what I'll do next time is I'll go ahead and pull that thing off and change it normally. Well, I don't know. But anyway, that's how you do it.